Hello, I'm Sharon and welcome back to Sharon Lindsay Yoga and Wellbeing. Today's class we're going to focus on releasing tension in the upper body, particularly the neck and the shoulders and also the upper back. So if you have a folded blanket nearby or potentially a cushion, that could be helpful, but it's not absolutely necessary. So I'm sitting on my folded blanket right now, and I would recommend that for every class if you have one available, because it helps to lengthen out the low back by lifting the sit bones a little bit higher than the knees. So give it a try, see how it feels. And to begin today, we are going to lie on our backs. And if you have a folded blanket, you want it to be maybe about an inch thick, or a thin cushion if you have one. And we're going to just place that under our heads. So if you lie back and just place the base of the skull on your cushion. I'm going to remove my hair bobble because it's getting in the way. And then with this blanket, so it's not on your neck. Let me just move it up slightly. It's not touching the neck. It's just tilting the head slightly forward. So the chin is coming towards the chin is coming towards the chest. So place the back of the head on the blanket if you have it. If not, you can just rest your head on the earth and tuck your chin ever so slightly. But please make sure it feels comfortable and relaxed. Then bring your shoulders down away from your ears. Perhaps just tuck the shoulder blades under if that feels comfortable. So they're coming together a little. And your chest lifts slightly when you do that. And then, if it's comfortable for you, extend your legs. Allow your feet to just flop at the ends of your legs. And as you extend your legs, you probably notice the back of the neck lengthen even more and the chin tuck even more. And then just begin to focus on the breath. Allow the body to soften and to let go whenever it feels ready. Keeping your mouth closed. If it's possible for you to breathe in and out through your nose, then that's the preferred method of breathing. So as you breathe in through your nose, notice your abdomen. We want the abdomen to expand as we breathe in and contract as we breathe out. Notice the lower ribs. We also want the lower ribs to expand as we breathe in and contract as we breathe out. Check in on your shoulders. Can you move them down a little bit more? Keep focusing on the breath. Notice your jaw. Perhaps give the jaw a little wiggle from side to side. Open your mouth wide and then close the mouth again. Retuck the chin if your head moved. And then just focus on that breath and on the stillness in your body. Notice the sensations in the back of the neck. Do you feel a gentle lengthening if you have the folded blanket? And And with each exhale, see if you can soften the shoulders. Breathe in, the body expands. Breathe out, the shoulders soften, the neck softens. Then with the backs of your hands resting on the earth, on the next inhale, you're going to, like a snow angel, you're going to circle the arms, keeping the knuckles on the ground. Circle the arms up and overhead until the thumbs touch, if they can. If you can't bring your hands that close together, don't force it. If your shoulders are tight, it may not work. On the next exhale, circle the arms out and back down to your side. Inhale, circle the arms up, overhead. Perhaps the thumbs touch. Exhale, circle the arms out and down. And just relax. Then we're going to bend the knees, placing the feet on the mat. And we're going to place the hands, clasp the hands behind your head. And on the next exhale, tuck the chin and just roll the upper back off the earth. Press your tummy towards the mat. And just come up as far as is comfortable. Keep tucking that chin. So we're stretching out the upper back, but also engaging the core. Exhale, slowly lower down, keeping the elbows wide. We'll do that one more time. So on the next exhale, keeping the elbows wide, begin to engage your tummy. Begin to tuck your chin to your chest and feel like you're just rolling up the spine. You don't need to come really high. Just come as far as feels comfortable. The tummy is strong and the upper back and neck is stretching out. Keep those elbows wide and then exhale, roll slowly down onto the mat and release your hands. Then we're going to bring the right knee to the chest and extend the left leg long. And really lengthen that left leg and really hug that right knee tight. Relax your shoulders. Let's bring that right knee across the body, keeping your shoulder down, looking away from that knee, so coming into a very gentle twist. And then bring that knee back to center, bring your head back to center, and then open the knee out to the side. You can place your foot on the mat and allow that knee to open. Rest your hand gently on the inner thigh, just to allow that knee to be as open as comfortable. And then bring the knee back to center and extend that leg. Then bend the left knee, bring that left knee up to the chest, clasp your hands around the shin, hug the thigh close to your ribs, lengthen the right leg, hug the left knee close, the left thigh close to the body, and breathe. And then we're going to bring that left knee across the body to the right side, as far as it will go without too much effort. Look away in the opposite direction, a gentle twist, and then back to center. The knee comes back to center, the head comes back to center. Come to stillness and then bring that knee out to the side And then just once it's gone as far as it will comfortably go, lower the foot to the earth and just rest your hand gently on that inner thigh, widening the knee a little before bringing it back to center with your foot on the mat. Bend the right knee so both feet are on the mat. And then we're going to roll onto one side and make our way slowly up to sitting on your folded blanket if you have it. So sitting comfortably, and if sitting on the floor is uncomfortable in any yoga class, please do allow yourself to sit on a chair. You can do most things sitting on a chair rather than the floor if that's what you need. So lengthening your spine and relaxing your shoulders. We're going to tuck the chin down to the chest, and then we're going to keep rolling. Bring your awareness to the vertebrae of the spine and keep rolling down the vertebrae one by one. So you're rounding a little bit more, rounding a little bit more. Your nose is working its way closer to your tummy button. Keep rounding until you reach the point where you feel like you have rounded the spine as much as is comfortable. And then as we inhale, begin to unround the spine, begin to stack the vertebrae. So starting from the lowest point in the spine that is rounded, begin to make your way back up. Your chin stays firmly down. We're working our way up the spine, one vertebrae at a time, slowly, slowly, slowly stacking the vertebrae in the neck. And then continue a little further, lifting the chin, opening up in the throat until you've gone as far as feels comfortable. And then on the next exhale, begin to roll the chin down the throat towards the collarbone. Begin to round through the upper back. Slowly, slowly, keep breathing. Begin to round through the mid-back, coming as far as feels comfortable. And then slowly stack the vertebrae of the spine, one by one, slowly feeling every step of this movement, feeling every part of your spine. And when your head comes to center, keep lifting the chin a little, arching a little in the back of the neck, but only going so far as is comfortable for you, and not crunching the back of the neck. Make sure there's still a curve there. Get this opening in the throat if you can, and then just bring the head slowly back to center. Then we're going to, keeping your right hand on your knee, we're going to lift the left arm alongside the ear. Feel your bicep close to your ear. And we're really going to lengthen that arm. So lengthen, lengthen. It's amazing how much taller we can get when we focus on it. And then we're going to very slowly lengthen over to the right, but we don't want to lose any of the length in this arm and this side of the body. So keep lengthening as you slowly tip over to the right. And it's not about how far we go, it's about how long we can keep that side of the body. So every time you move a little bit more to the right, lengthen that left arm. Move over to the right, lengthen. Move over, lengthen until you've gone as far as you can, and feel how long and tall that side of the body is. Notice when you breathe how tight it might feel. And then slowly make your way back up. Don't rush, take your time. Feel everything slotting back into place. And then bring that hand down. Placing that left hand on your left knee now. And bringing your right arm alongside your right ear. Can you feel your bicep close to your ear? Then we lengthen, really lengthen that arm as if you were trying to reach something that's just out of reach. Keep this left shoulder relaxed. In fact, keep the right shoulder relaxed also. And keeping that length, begin to lean over to the left, lengthen, lean over, lengthen, lean over, lengthen, lean over. Just making your way very slowly. When you've gone as far as you can, stay there and breathe. Notice that sit bone wants to lift. Keep pressing it down. Notice how the breath feels as you breathe into this posture, and then slowly lengthen back up. And you might find you're a little taller at the end of the class. Exhale to slowly bring that arm down once you've come fully back upright. Great. Now, let's come very mindfully up to standing. So just move your blanket out the way. Come back up to standing. Your feet hip width apart, your knees soft. Feel like you're drawing energy up through the soles of your feet. Draw your kneecaps up, gently engage the thighs, gently engage the glutes, and tilt the pelvis to lengthen out the low back. Lift the chest, lift the collarbones, keep the ribs hugging in, keep the shoulders back and down, away from the ears, and keep the chin parallel to the earth. And just breathe here. Mountain pose. Feel like there's a string on the top of your head, lifting the top of your head towards the sky. Feel like there's a suction pad beneath your feet, pulling your feet down into the earth. Your whole body is lengthening. As you stand here, can you feel like you're growing? But at the same time, you're not rigid. Your knees are soft. You're not gripping any muscles. Notice where you might be gripping and try to relax. And then just soften the knees a little deeper and begin to swing the hips and allow the arms to swing. And as you swing here, the arms might come a little higher. They might gently tap on the kidney area, but don't force it. Just allow them to go where momentum takes them. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your head is just following along with the upper body as it twists. And then begin to slow everything down. Take your time. And then you find yourself back in stillness. And take a moment, feel that sensation in the body. For me, there's a buzzing. I can feel like lots of energy buzzing through my body. Just notice what that feels like for you. And then we're going to bring our hands onto our shoulders, so crossing the forearms in front of you and placing them on your shoulders. And then we're going to engage the glutes and the tummy to keep the lower body still. The pelvis isn't going to move. The hips continue to face front. And we're just going to twist the upper body, looking over the left shoulder, and breathe. Feel how that breath is feeling in this position. Keep the shoulders relaxed, and then come back slowly to the front. Now, check which forearm is on top, and we're going to swap. So the other forearm is on top. And then again, engage those glutes and the lower abdomen to keep the pelvis facing front, and just twist the upper body, looking over the right shoulder. And then staying here and breathing and noticing. And then slowly make your way back to center. Tuck your chin down to your chest. Lift your chin up as you gaze towards the sky, but don't go too far. Don't crunch in the back of the neck. Keep the back of the neck long, and then bring the chin back down to the chest. Release the hands if you like, and clasp them and place them on the back of the head. And just gently bring your elbows forward. Don't press the head down. There's a gentle weight, but we're not pushing the head any further than it naturally goes. And if you can, bring your elbows forward and feel that stretch move into the shoulders, into the trap muscles. Then widen the elbows and bring the head slowly back up. Bring the hands back onto the shoulders with the opposite hand on top, the opposite forearm on top, and then tuck your chin slowly down towards your chest. Lift slowly, gazing up towards the sky. Bring the gaze down as you slowly round in the neck and bring the chin towards the chest. And then release the hands if you like. Clasp the hands and rest them on the back of the head, and allow the elbows to come forward as you feel that opening in the back of the neck and the trap muscles across the shoulder girdle. And then slowly widen the elbows and bring the head back up. Release the hands down by your side. Then just check that you're near the front of your mat with your feet hip width apart, your toes spread, your knees soft, your spine long and tall. And as you breathe in, sweep the arms up overhead. As you breathe out, fold forward, sending your tailbone back, sending your chest forward, swan diving down. Bend your knees whenever you need to. And then bend them even deeper. Place the hands down, step the feet back and lift the sit bones. Lift the sit bones to the sky. Downward facing dog. Make sure your fingers are spread and you're pressing the earth away with your palms. And then we're going to bring the knees onto the mat. So we're on our hands and knees, and we're going to extend the right foot out to the side. Place that foot flat on the ground, and the leg is in line with the knee that's on the mat. The knee that's on the mat is beneath your hip. And then from here, we're going to walk the hands towards the foot. Now you might not make it all the way over there, that's okay, just go as far as you comfortably can. But if you can, you're going to place your hands on your foot. Keep the outside edge of that foot down if you can. And just notice the inner thigh and the outer leg as well. Notice the hip. Do you feel anything there? And then walk the hands back to centre. And then walk them round to the other side. So you're bringing them round as best you can to be in line with the knee that is on the mat. And notice the stretch in your waist as you do that. And then walk the hands back. And then walk them towards you, and we're going to come upright. So you have one knee bent and on the mat, and the other leg extending out, and the body is upright. And you're going to inhale the left arm alongside your ear, lengthen the body, and then as you exhale, you're going to reach over towards the right. Your right hand slides down the outside of your leg, and the left side of the body lengthens as you tip the left hand over towards the right, and the upper body over towards the right. And breathe. And thinking back to what we did earlier, trying to keep length in the body, so not collapsing into it and trying to go as low as you can, keeping the body long and tall. And then slowly bring the body back up, bring that left arm down, and then place your hands on the mat beneath your shoulders and bring that right knee back in. I'm just going to turn round to demonstrate the other side. So your knees are beneath your hips, your wrists beneath your shoulders, and your fingers are wide. And you're going to extend the left leg out to the side and place your foot flat on the floor if you can. And everything is in line, the foot is in line with the knee. And then we're going to walk the hands towards the foot. I'm much tighter on this side, so I've got a lot of tightness in this low leg. You might find the same, you're different from one side to the other. So if you can't reach the foot, don't force it. Come as far as is comfortable. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And breathe. Then walk the hands back to centre and continue to the other side, coming round to be in line with your right knee. Your hands are in line with your right knee. You're pushing down into that left foot, and you should feel the opening here in the low back on the left side. And then walk the hands back to centre beneath your shoulders. Then we're going to walk the hands towards us and bring the body upright. Place your left hand on the outside of your left leg and bring your right arm alongside your right ear. Reach for the sky and begin to slide the left hand down the leg. Keep lengthening the body as you lean the body over to the left side. Feel the length in the right side of the body. And then inhale back up to centre. Exhale, bring that arm down. Place the hands on the mat beneath the shoulders and bring the knees back beneath the hips. We're going to just walk, keep the hips where they are, sit bones directly above the knees, and walk the hands forward as far as they'll go, as far as is comfortable, and then melt your heart towards the earth for puppy pose. And breathe, opening the chest, opening in the armpits. Notice how the armpits feel. You may rest your forehead on the mat or maybe your chin. Just take a few breaths, softening into this. If this is too intense, you can support yourself by being more on your forearms. So bending the elbows a little more can help. And then begin to walk the hands towards you, stopping just in front of the shoulders. Curl the toes, lift the knees and press into the hands as you send the sit bones to the sky and push the tummy and chest towards the thighs, making our upside down V, downward facing dog shape. And breathe. Bring your knees down onto the mat. Widen the knees as you bring the big toes together and bring your sit bones back towards your heels. Melt your forehead towards the mat and lengthen your arms forward, coming up onto your fingertips. So almost like your hands are mock spiders. Relax the shoulders. And notice the breath expanding in the rib cage. Can you feel the breath expanding as you breathe in into the upper back? Feeling the shoulders broaden on the inhale and soften again on the exhale. And then we're going to walk, so lift your forehead off the mat and walk the hands over to one side until you feel the length in the opposite side of the body. And then walk your hands back to center and then continue on over to the other side. Keeping your forehead as close to the mat as you can. And then walk back to center. Forehead on the mat. And then we're just going to lift the hips, move the body forward and make our way down onto our tummy. So come to lying flat on the mat, on your tummy. And we'll bring the hands in line with the chest. Again, the fingers are spread wide. Draw the shoulder blades down and bring the elbows close to the ribs. And on the next exhale, press the feet down, engage the thighs, press the glutes down, feel the pelvis moving closer to the earth, and begin to lift your chest. Draw your shoulder blades down as you gaze forward. Your hands are not pushing you up. You're using your back muscles. The hands are just supporting you. Keep hugging those elbows and keep breathing. And then slowly lower down. Relax the low back. Then we're going to move the hands forward so that they're in line with the face and they're about mat width. And then we're going to press the feet down again. Feel the thighs engage. Press the glutes down, press the pelvis down and begin to lift. But this time, we're going to press into the hands and lift up, only as far as is comfortable. Breathe. Draw the shoulders down. And then slowly lower down onto the mat. Relax everything. Even give your hips a shake, your pelvis a shake from side to side. And then bring your chin onto the mat, and we're going to clasp the hands behind the back. We're going to lengthen the arms down, so lengthening the knuckles towards the heels. And on your next exhale, engage the legs, press the feet down, begin to lift the shoulders and lengthen those knuckles down towards the heels. And maybe you can lift the arms a little also. And exhale, slowly release. Release the hands, lower down to the earth. And just take a moment here in a comfortable resting position, which may be stacking one hand on top of the other and resting your forehead on your hands, or it may be resting one cheek on the mat with your arms by your side. Relax everything completely. And then place your hands beneath your shoulders and press up onto your hands and knees, and then come to sitting. And you can bring your blanket beneath your sit bones again. And we're going to, let's start in butterfly. So bringing the soles of the feet together in butterfly pose. Your spine is long and you're either holding your ankles or clasping your hands around the outside edges of your feet. So the heels are relatively close to the groin, as close as is comfortable for you. As you lengthen your spine, maybe you can press your knees down using the inner thigh muscles, bringing them closer to the earth. And breathe. And then we're going to keep the right foot where it is and extend the left leg out to the side and just adjust so the right foot is on the inner thigh. We're going to turn our torso, so our tummy button is facing that bent knee. In fact, you can even place your left hand across the body on that right thigh, so opposite hand to knee. Bring your right arm up alongside your ear, and then you're lengthening and reaching over as if you were trying to grab that toe. But again, we're all about the length and not how far down we go. You can look up towards the sky to keep you open, because our tendency is to round forward like this. So we want to open up towards the sky. Look up towards the sky as you reach over towards that foot. And the straight leg is active, so your toes are gently flexing towards your shin. And then to come out of it, look down towards the straight knee, bring that arm down, and then slowly bring the body up. And then we'll swap. So bring that left foot in, extend the right leg out, flex the toes so the leg is active, twist the body so your tummy button and chest are facing the bent knee. The right hand reaches across and you have that hand on your thigh. Your spine is tall. Reach your left arm for the sky and reach up and over. Looking up towards the sky, And breathing as you lengthen that left side of the body. Your breath is still full and complete. We're not stressing it. We're working within our own range. And then slowly come back up. Bring that left arm down. And then let's bring the right foot in. And we're going to make our way down onto our back now. So we won't use the blanket under our head for this. So just lower yourself down slowly onto your back. Feel the back of your head resting on the earth. And your feet are hip width apart. Reach down and just check that you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Roll your arms open so the palms are facing the sky. Tuck your shoulder blades under if you can. Tuck your chin towards your chest. And as you exhale, flatten your low back and press into the feet to lift the pelvis to the sky. Tuck the chin to the chest. And if you can, you're going to clasp your hands and shuffle the shoulder blades together, but only if this is comfortable for you. The glutes are working hard, lifting the pelvis high. And if your hands are clasped, you'll notice this opening in the chest. And breathe. And then slowly release the hands and roll down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, until the tailbone reaches the earth. Relax the shoulders and allow the knees to rock from one side to the other. Bring the knees to stillness. Let's hug the knees to the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins. And we'll tuck, if it's right for you, tuck the chin to the chest and roll up slowly, bringing the forehead towards the knees. Hold it for a breath or two, and then slowly roll down, vertebrae by vertebrae, until the back of the head reaches the earth. And then we're going to do a little twist into the upper back. So keep the knees close to the chest as you bring both knees across to the left side. Your right arm reaches out to the right side. Both knees come as far over as they would like to towards the left, and your head can turn towards the right, twisting in the upper back. And noticing how the breath is moving in the body in this position. And on the next exhale, the knees come back to center. And then on the next exhale again, with the knees close to the chest, bring them over to the right, keeping the left shoulder down, turning the head to face the left. And then exhale, bring those knees back to center. Then we'll lift the feet, keeping the knees bent. Reach up with your hands, reach up between the legs, and either take hold of the inside or the outside edges of your feet as you widen the feet and the knees. Happy baby pose. And you may wish to rock a little from side to side. Come back to stillness. And then begin to lower the feet towards each other. Release the hands. Place one foot down and then the other. Extend one leg long and then the other. Roll your arms open, tucking the shoulder blades under a little so the backs of the hands are resting on the earth. Tuck your chin slightly, and if you choose to, you may put the folded blanket under your head if you found that comfortable. And just feel that space around your heart. Feel the open chest. Feel the strong back that surrounds your heart. That upper back area. Feel the shoulders and the neck. And as you breathe in, the tummy expands, the ribcage expands, and you also feel the upper back, shoulders and neck expand. If not physically, then at least in your imagination. And as you exhale, feel everything soften. Breathe in, feel the expansion, feel the breath move into the spaces of the upper back, shoulders and neck, pushing out toxins, pushing out physical tension, allowing blood to flow. As you exhale, soften and relax. As you inhale, the breath expands the upper back, shoulders and neck, and any tightness is slowly but surely softening. And then as you exhale, relax the area. Allow your body to settle and stay completely still. Allow your mind to let go of any thoughts. And if thoughts appear, the mind returns to the breath. And allow the breath to flow gently and naturally. Begin to gently deepen the breath. You might slowly begin to move the fingers and the toes. If you like, you can stretch your arms out overhead, stretching the body long, pointing the toes away in the opposite direction. If you like, you can curl up small, bringing the knees to the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins. And when you're ready, roll onto one side, taking a moment here in the fetal position, noticing how you feel. Then using your top hand to guide and support you, and keeping your eyes closed if you can, we'll very mindfully and slowly make our way up to sitting. You may bring back your folded blanket if you like it for sitting comfortably. Lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders. Let's bring the palms together, rubbing them briskly, building heat. And then we'll place the warm palms over the closed eyes, absorbing that heat. We'll open the eyes into the darkness and slowly slide the hands down the face. And we're going to just take our fingers and just pitter-patter the fingers on the top of the head. Just moving around on the top of the head and coming down the sides, behind the ears, round the back, at the base of the skull, then back up towards the top. And then come to the forehead and just move back and forth across the forehead. And then down, in and out across the cheekbones. Move down a little, coming across, back and forth across the upper lip. And then move down further from the jawbone across the chin, back out. And then begin to pitter-patter gently down the neck or down the throat until you reach the collarbone, the breastbone. Come across to one shoulder, back to centre, and across to the other. Just moving about on the breastbone. And then rest your hands and take a moment to notice. Let's bring our hands together at our heart, acknowledging our compassion. Raise the hands to the forehead, acknowledging and connecting with our inner wisdom, and then bowing forward in gratitude, taking a moment to notice what you are grateful for today, and then slowly coming back up whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next practice.